You'll need the help of the 24 skills living within you.
I've now hit buttons. Let's see if that makes it work.
Your behaviors and available choices will change depending on how you develop these skills, directly impacting how the story progresses.
I have no qualms about saying you should play this game, though.
Suriel, we are live.
Okay.
Isn't that exciting? I'm so sorry that we're late, everybody.
What sort of detective will you become?
Technical difficulties is my first time handling the tech from my perspective. But I'm here, Kyle Hilliard from MinnMax. Suriel is here as well.
Pre-orders for the
looking
digital
at Disco
version
Elysium.
begin
Welcome,
today.
sir.
This is a good game. Happy to be here. You should play this game. Hopefully the Switch version runs well. We need. Yeah. I feel like even though I wasn't super hot on Age of Calamity, I could do with a little bit of DLC for this.
As long as it's like
story stuff. That thing dies.
Like I don't really just want like new characters.
This looks like it's new story stuff, but
oh yeah.
Without getting into spoiler stuff, I think that the story is the thing that kind of disappointed me with Age of Calamity.
Yeah, you can.
But at this point, I
was just gonna say you can watch our spoiler video on MinnMax to hear us talk about it in depth.
Yeah. But now I think I've almost, I wouldn't say I've come around to it, but I've kind of like let my preciousness about this game's storyline go a little bit. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever, do whatever crazy stuff. But now, you know, I'm going to examine it I'm going to take it very differently. But I guess I'm more open to it, but
yeah, I mean, it's like, it's kind of like the story is done. It's not changing. Let's move forward. You know, kind of.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm just like, yeah, maybe when the expansion pass is on sale, I might play it at some point. But
by the way, a lot of love for you out here in the chat, Suriel.
Oh, thank you guys. It's very nice of you all.
Eric Holm is not mad. He's just disappointed in me for screwing up the stream.
Well, we haven't really missed much. They had a Monster Hunter expansion. Basically, it seems like the Iceborne, Disco Elysium, a new Party Mario, a new Mario Party game that we're not super sure whether or not it's out or if it's DLC
Actually,
or what.
chat, if you could catch us up, is that Mario Party game out? That's a great question that we don't know the answer to.
Edge out the competition by using drift boost.
Now GP Legends got Chocobo in
Magical stones called magicites are contained
so this is like Final Fantasy Kart Racer, I guess, kind of.
Cast magic like fire and arrow to blast
sure. I think this might just be DLC, and they're
magicites of the same element
screwing them up with DLC. But
oh wait, this is DLC.
Don't hold me.
For what?
I think so. Moto Legends GP. For
oh, I thought it was Final Fantasy 14.
Use it at the right time to turn the tables.
Is this not Zelda?
I assume this was a standalone game.
Engine customization options will be available.
Oh, it might be.
As well as local and online multiplayer.
If you like to hear people being confused about what a thing is,
it should be its own standalone thing. I mean,
up to 64 players
looks all right.
compete in a bracket-style tournament to determine
I only recently got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch.
GP races
I like that game.
Exclusively onto
standalone
Nintendo
game.
Switch.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is the best.
GP.
Like the best.
Although,
Mario
like,
Kart.
it's almost weird because that game already has most of everything unlocked. I'm just like, why am I playing this? Like, I'm enjoying it, but it's like that weird unlock thing that Nintendo likes to do feels like it's necessary.
Yeah, just to give you
that sounds like Smash.
The game's director will reveal this fighter in the final Mr. Sakurai Presents video on October 5th.
That is such a weird thing to do.
No
announcement of an announcement.
Today, right?
He'll also show you.
They're announcing that they're not announcing a character.
Yeah. Nope, not this time.
It's been about 3 years since the game was released. This will be the last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Joel says new background for Kyle. No, this is my old, when I used to stream all the time. I had this up.
Next, please take a look at this.
I had it up for this one because I had to get on my gaming PC.
The photo of my kids.
By the way, please let us know how the levels are. Happy to tweak them. In fact, maybe I'll turn up the gameplay.
This is, I'm going to guess, Splatoon 3.
Yeah, that's a good... Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't think it is.
Astral Chain 2.
It's a little... It's not quite as detailed as Splatoon.
Well, that's just, you know, just a... Oh, you know, yeah. I don't think... It doesn't look like it now. Oh, it's a Kirby! That's Kirby! I know that guy.
The lawyer? The Nintendo lawyer?
And he's got a beard. Oh, it's just sand. I'll play a Kirby game. Open world Kirby game.
I did see the word Kirby was trending, so that's about
it's
the
3D.
closest I got to a leak, I think.
And the Forgotten Land.
All right, this looks interesting.
I want to see him walk around going, oh, yeah, I forgot about this place.
Gosh, has Kirby ever been in a city?
No. I'm gonna guess. I don't know everything about. I'm not a Kirby lore guy. This is so interesting. Has Kirby ever been in a 3D game that wasn't Air Ride? Because all of his games are like 2D, right?
Yeah.
Like they take place on a 2D plane or whatever.
I mean, this
looks cool.
3D platformer, you know?
Yeah. I'm into this.
Now, you think open world, or are we seeing levels here?
I think it'll be like a hub and spoke thing.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna want to make you feel like you're in a place, but I would definitely see like you go from this central point and then you take on little levels and stuff. I'd be surprised if it was like a open world game the way we were expecting.
Chris Fader in the chat says Crystal Shards is 2.5D, which that was the 64 one.
Yeah, I feel like
I
don't know if that had any distinct 3D gameplay sections. Maybe they had a shooter thing, but I remember those levels like wrapping around in 3D ways, but the gameplay was all 2D as far as I can remember.
I didn't see a lot of camera
control. That was the trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
If that means anything.
I can see a lot of automatic camera angles, especially for Kirby games, which they like to keep super simple.
Kirby moves.
I think their goal is for you to not need a camera control.
The setting also appears to be mysterious, filled with abandoned
appears to be. You know what it is, dude. You can just tell me.
In store for Kirby.
It's not gonna spoil anything.
The game is scheduled to release in spring 2022.
They don't tell me anything about these games. I just show you the videos and snap my fingers.
Next, we have this to show you.
That's why everyone's so frustrated with Nintendo. We don't know what the snaps are gonna do.
Yeah. That would be funny if he was as surprised as us.
Well, jeez. Kirby? I thought he was dead.
The Roost. You an Animal Crossing guy, Suriel? Or are we weirdos who aren't really Animal Crossing people?
I feel like those are both true. I'm not an Animal Crossing guy, and we are weirdos. Wow, it gets its own direct, huh?
It should, frankly.
I really like the larger direct cinematic universe they're establishing of like, all right, we got so much in this. We have two separate presentations that we're gonna save for later.
New free content will arrive in November.
You're spoiling the direct.
In preparation for its release, we will be airing an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October. In it, we'll go over the content in more detail. Please be on the lookout for the air date of this presentation. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
2 games, 1 game update, and lots of fun.
What?
4! More free content is coming to the Mario Golf Super Rush game. Koopa Troopa enters the fairway as a playable character.
The single-player stuff, but I had a good time.
Dish out tricky shots and dashes to mess with the competition. Ninja will also be playable.
Oh, okay.
Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed to outpace opponents.
Kyle, who's Ninja?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I love Ninja. He's so cool. His swords, I assume, are very cool.
As a free software update later today.
Hey, that's always fun.
What's this? Okay. An invitation. You're invited to live in a magical world.
You can't do that. You can't. You have to know what that means to have an invitation. Spend time with a red seal.
Craft your own
well, they did say they weren't going to.
And explore delightful.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't stop me from immediately going to it.
So this is just a port of a 3DS game, I think.
Magical World
2
Enchanted
but okay, so
I'm
being very pedantic, but the 2 games, 1 update. Like those are 2 separate updates. It's not like some weird crossover.
Whoa! This is cool.
To captivating planets and join forces with Jedi, droids, and outcasts.
So every other,
I'm into that.
Adventure.
So every other platform gets like the full remake, and they're just like, nah, we'll just settle for the port. But we'll settle for the original, which is cool.
That's awesome. I actually think that's smart. Like, I am
launching on Nintendo Switch.
I haven't played KOTOR. I'm kind of tempted to play it on Switch more so than the remake. The remake's going to be a while, you know?
I'm sure this will show up on like Steam and stuff too, but we'll see.
Stay human.
I mean, is it not already on Steam?
This is the city.
No, I'm sure like whatever the remastered version is. I'm sure they'll sell some version of it.
In the cloud version,
I can't imagine this version. Okay, cloud version.
You'll need to master both parkour.
I think it's very funny that my stream lagged as this game appeared. I'm like, oh yeah, the streaming versions, those are usually kind of like rough, like that video.
So you're saying there was a bit of a delay on Dying Light 2 for you?
Plunder the layers.
Yeah, I feel like it was delayed for me.
Shape the story, but they'll also have consequences.
Someday we'll play that game. It looks cool. I don't mind waiting.
We'll see.
There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel on the go in Dying Light Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies,
so not cloud
craft
version
weapons,
this is
and
on your Switch hard drive. That's
in
good.
A post-apocalyptic open world. Dying
well,
Light
it's more of an SD card.
Cloud version.
Since I don't think
Switch,
we'll see how big this game is on Switch, but I imagine
demo will also launch the same day on Nintendo eShop.
I'm almost curious just to have the demo just to see how it runs, because I think that's the only reason I would play it on Switch. Over.
Well, that's they do that. They do that for Control. They let you play the demo, which is smart. Like I think they should, because you should be able to test your internet to see if it works. You know.
Yeah, this is
Triangle Strategy, a fiery chronicle of war presented in stunning HD 2D.
I like what I played of this. The demo they released a little while ago.
Riveting story that changes based on the decisions
I
you
recently
make.
went back to Tactics.
In the end,
Final Fantasy Tactics after playing this. And that game is confusing as hell. There are so many like affinities and like
about the demo released in
systems just to figure out how the hell like all these units interact. I basically played like 2 missions and was like, you know what? I'll just wait for the streamlined version of this. I'm sure it's a great game, but it was definitely not what I was in the mood for. But I'm excited for this.
The ability to review previous dialogue.
Like
that's highlighted as a feature. That's funny.
Game flow
you see
and
that?
loading times.
That you can look at previous dialogue.
More details are now available.
Honestly, I love that.
I mean, no, please include that in the game, absolutely. But it's just funny to be like,
we're
going to talk about the things that are exciting about this game.
2022.
Look at old dialogue is one of them.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
I mean, yeah, like I think you're seeing it more in like narrative-based games. But yeah, there's definitely like I notice it now when it's not there in some games.
Hey Suriel, this is a great opportunity to mention that MinnMax is doing a deepest dive on Metroid Dread. We'll be starting that up on October 8th. You can become a Patreon subscriber to our channel here, to MinnMax, and what that lets you do is be involved in the deepest dive. We're going to split into 2 parts. We're going to play it over the course of 2 episodes. We're going to take a huge deep dive into the game, and if you're a Patreon supporter, you can submit questions for that discussion. It's the deepest dive on Metroid Dread. And it's going to be great, because Metroid's great. I hope Metroid Dread is great.
Yeah. This has been a Metroid-heavy year for me. After we did the Fusion spoiler cast, Max Spoilers, I went back and played through Samus Returns, and then I played Super Metroid. And there is a copy of Metroid Other M on the way. Out of curiosity.
A game I will defend to a degree. There are certainly glaring shortcomings.
Glowing endorsement.
But there are also things that are really good that it does not get credit for sure.
Samus Aran, the most powerful bounty hunter in the galaxy.
This is actually a game. They've been putting a lot of stuff on their YouTube channel. I have not been watching it. It's definitely I just want to play it type of thing. You know what I mean? Don't really need to know more about it other than it's a Metroid game.
Yeah, you had me at Metroid. Yeah, so at this point I'll just wait.
Gone dark.
I think people have been a little bit critical of how much it shows of like how narrative heavy it is, but we'll see.
each with its own elements.
See, even this stuff, I don't really want to see. You know?
Yeah. Turn the stream off, Kyle.
Remnants of the mighty Chozo.
I don't know. Okay, so all of the Metroid games have been like this, where they're split up into different sections. But I'm wondering how that is going to work. Whether it's going to be Super Metroid-esque, like just explore, go back and forth between these whenever you can, or is it going to be like a fusion thing where it's a little bit more linear?
You may encounter in the Metroid Dread game.
But we'll see.
Be sure to view the other Metroid.
I'm not sure why.
Well.
I know sort of why, but it is a little weird that they're using the like spooky, scary narrator.
Metroid Dread.
That's never really been Metroid. It's not a horror series,
Pre-orders are
but
available now
I
on
guess
Nintendo eShop.
I think they went with Dread of like, oh no, yeah, this will be cool. We'll have to have the scary lady narrate it.
Up next,
It was good,
we
thank
have
you.
news
Yes,
about
how was
Nintendo
that?
Switch Online.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Many people have been using Nintendo Switch
Flustered
Online
Luigi.
since it launched in September
Oh.
2018.
Are we
Oh,
gonna see-
I don't know how the
wait.
Wi-Fi
In addition to the
works.
current
Are we gonna see
What's the
game?
password?
Are we gonna see
adding a
Game
new
Boy games?
membership plan.
Because that's been the
Oh.
rumor, right?
Yeah, it'll probably launch with like
As
two
a
obscure
part of this
games that
new
we've never
plan's
heard of,
content.
and like
Same as
Mario Land.
Metroid 2.
Oh wow.
What? Is this? Well, no, this is not.
You'll
Oh,
be
it's
able to
64
play a
games.
collection of Nintendo 64
Oh,
games.
kick-ass.
Nice. I actually am more
Story.
excited about that than
Nintendo
Game Boy
64
games.
system launched 25 years ago.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think the
Star
system
Fox
gave many
64.
players
No,
their
that was
first
the one before
3D
that.
gaming
Oh,
experience,
that was
dude.
only in Japan.
as well as
Oh, and the
Yeah.
Wii
four-player
Virtual Console.
multiplayer action.
Mario Kart.
With
Oh,
Nintendo
this kicks
Switch, up to
ass.
This
4
is
people can
awesome.
play select Nintendo 64
Oh,
games
Mario
locally
Tennis.
or online.
Wow.
Play online? Well,
I
you
am
could do that
Also,
already.
with
yeah.
this new
With
membership plan,
with the
in
Nintendo
addition
Switch
to the
Online, not
Nintendo
within
64
games.
games,
So they're basically just skipping the. Oh wow. So they're basically they're expanding it.
you can play a collection of games from Sega's
Is
Genesis.
this going to be a today thing? Do you think? Oh, Phantasy Star?
This means you'll be able to play these classic games whenever and
Echo the
wherever you
dolphin!
The new plan will include all elements of the base Nintendo Switch Online membership,
Oh, so this is a different plan even.
as well
Okay.
as the ability to play the
Are you
included
sure?
Nintendo 64 and Genesis games.
They said it's a new plan. This new plan.
This is Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack.
This feels like something they probably wanted to do
This new
earlier with
membership
the
plan will be
NES
added in
and.
late October.
Okay.
So next month. All right.
Of course, you'll still
How
be
much
able
will
to
it be,
continue
though?
using the existing plans.
We had thought
Also,
this out
those
more.
who
We
have
probably
existing
would have bundled
membership
it all
plan
in the
can
one
change
thing.
over to
But
the new plan.
this is what we got to do now.
We'll share more details about this new membership
so this-
plan at a
they're
later time.
$50 a
including
year,
the
so how much is
exact
this gonna
release
be?
date and pricing
I'm gonna guess
information.
40.
Yeah, I mean,
For
it's still
now,
pretty
however,
cheap.
we'd
For
like
me
to announce the
to
games
sort of
that will
shudder
be
and be like,
available
oh,
when it
new
launches.
plan? It's not. It's
You'll be
a
able to
win
play
back.
the Nintendo
That's what
64
Win back.
game
Okay.
shown here.
There's always one. Sin and Punishment is definitely the one I'm looking forward
well
to.
as
these
I've never
Genesis
I played the
games.
Wii one, but I didn't play the normal.
We'll also
But yeah, even though I'm
continue
like
adding
kind of like,
more
oh, that's a
Nintendo
bummer that
64
it's
games
more
such as The
expensive.
Legend
Oh,
of
okay.
Zelda
So they are gonna
Majora's
add
Mask.
Majora's Mask later.
Oh, I was-
F-Zero X.
I was
as
just
well as
playing
other
that on my Wii
Nintendo
U the other day
64
randomly.
and Genesis games
Pokemon
going
Snap,
forward.
all right. Hey, Kirby, Crystal Shards. We're just talking about that.
Original Paper Mario.
Mario,
Banjo
Enhanced will
Kazooie
be
is
happy.
cool.
We've prepared Nintendo 64
Oh,
and
that's
Genesis
weird.
controllers
Doesn't-
to ensure the games
God,
can be
what are the
played with the
rights to
same
Banjo-Kazooie
style
these
controls from their original releases.
Ooh, I want a new
Both
N64
can be used
controller.
wirelessly.
I think I might
Kinda
get that
do
one.
too.
Just
Yeah.
to have a
These
functioning
controllers
control
will be
stick.
available
Even
for
if it's just the
purchase
thing
by
I put on
any
this
Nintendo
shelf, like,
Switch
yeah, I'll
Online
probably
member.
grab one of these. $50. I'm an idiot. I'll pay that
Oh,
money.
but yeah, even more so than the NES
We
or
hope you'll look
SNES
forward
ones.
to
I
this
want that
new
N64
membership plan.
one.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Well, that's cool. That's been my most exciting
That's
thing
cool.
so far.
There's plenty to
yeah.
play in these
64
collections.
Genesis games I'll take, but 64 games on there for sure.
Cyberpunk meets fantasy in this 3-game collection of cult classic RPGs.
So these are the
As a
recent good
Shadowrunner
ones, right? Like
mercenary,
people
you'll
really
explore
like
a
these games,
dystopian
right?
future where magic has
Yeah,
reawakened.
the
and
new
creatures
Shadowrun
have
games?
come back to
It's
life.
it's like the Xbox
Immersive
one.
branching
The
narrative.
It's like the
360 one that was
Kickstarted
like
one.
an online shooter
Skill-based
that was
character
no good,
growth.
right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
gripping
not it
turn-based
wasn't even no
tactical
good. It
combat
just didn't.
await in
It
Shadowrun
wasn't
Trilogy,
Shadowrun really because it was like a
launching on
multiplayer
Nintendo
shooter.
Yeah.
Switch
you know?
next year.
But Yeah, I've heard.
Struggle against Count Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Castlevania Advance Collection.
This has been leaking even before today.
Deathly beautiful graphics.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised they have Dracula X. It feels like they release Dracula X every other day. Like every collection has Dracula X. It's like it's got Symphony of the Night, Dracula X. The PlayStation one, it's got Dracula X in there.
With never before seen artwork.
Oh, that's great.
Castlevania Advance Collection launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh, today! That's awesome.
Cool.
I'll grab that.
How much is it?
Aria of Sorrow.
What do you think the price is? Do you think that's $60?
I would think 30, but
okay.
We'll find out later today.
This,
the classic Super NES game Actraiser returns on Nintendo.
That's the one I was gonna say.
Now remastered in HD. As the Lord of Light and
didn't this
Almighty
happen
God,
before?
Only you can save mankind.
No, I
from
think
the
there was an
forces of
Actraiser
time,
inspired
the Lord
game
of Dark.
recently,
You
but
wage war in 2 phases.
This is
first strike down monsters.
This
in
is
the
like one of those
side-scrolling
I
action
never would have
phase,
predicted this in a
liberate the
million
lands from the grasp
years.
of
This is
evil.
awesome.
Master
I've never played
swordsmanship and
Actraiser.
magic to vanquish
Is this by the
all
same
who
team that
stand
did
in your path.
Ghosts and Goblins? No, wait.
Then
Or
cultivate
maybe
the
it
lands
was,
you've
and they
liberated
just did
in
it
the
freelance.
world-building creation
Have you
phase.
played? I know there's a lot of
It's
love
up
for
to you to
Actraiser
decide
as
which
just this like
structure
lost
Never played
classic
it.
that
Make way
didn't
for
really
new
get a
ones,
lot of.
creating a
You know, it's not like a
flourishing
Super Nintendo
As you do
staple
so,
like Final
your
Fantasy
powers will
6 or
increase,
something.
giving
You know
Yeah.
what I
an
mean?
edge
But
in
like
both
people really
phases.
love it.
Alternate between the original and rearranged versions of the beloved soundtrack.
Oh, this is a remaster,
And enjoy
okay.
brand
Oh
new
yeah, no,
music.
that's Suriel. I don't
I
mean
thought
to.
this was a new
stages
game.
and new
I thought this
boss
was a new
battles
game.
also
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was about to make fun of
Actraiser
you and say
Renaissance
that's not what the
descends
Super
onto
Nintendo
Nintendo
game looked
Switch
like.
later today.
What? I
That's
don't know,
awesome.
it's pretty pixelated on my feed.
Was that a later
A
today?
new chapter is about to unfold.
Yeah. What if this was chapter 3?
Oh, that'd be wild.
And this is chapter 2, obviously, but
I went to go play this on Switch the other day. I had no idea it hadn't come out on Switch. It was like surprised me.
good trailer. So I don't know where my Deltarune Chapter 1 save is, and it's bothering
really?
me because I beat Jester, which is like the end game super hard boss, and I don't know if the save stuff transfers. But if it does, I need to find that save. If it's
Yeah.
independent, then yeah, I can just play this again. But
I played on Switch, so I would like to continue playing on Switch.
yeah,
so.
I imagine you're probably set. Although now I'm almost at the point where I'm like considering whether I should play this now, because I like it a lot, or if I should just wait until they release everything. But I don't know. I've been hemming and hawing that. Yeah.
It depends on the cadence. I think you're good to just play it because I think it's gonna be a while before we see the final game. So
Yeah. Or is that going to be a thing where I'm going to be tempted to replay everything else every time, so I end up playing these games like 5 times a piece? But we'll see. I'll think about it. And this is just like straight up. We got those games. Check all this out.
Cool.
Yeah, I could see myself getting into that a lot.
Wreckfest.
I like what I played of 3, and then I fought the Matador and thought like I'm okay for now, and then I left. What is this? Oh.
That's just a collection, I guess, right?
Huh.
Rune Factory 5. All right.
Are those kids getting married? I feel like they're a little young for that, but
How's everything? There are
That's
still
great,
a
thank
few
you.
more
Grazie.
announcements in today's Nintendo Direct.
Koizumi-san,
Oh, Miyamoto-san.
Oh, what's up?
What brings you in?
I wanted to make an
You're
announcement,
fired.
so I was hoping
you
I
weren't
could
supposed to
step in.
announce Castlevania
of
Collection.
course.
Hi everyone.
I like
I'm
that new
Shigeru
too.
Miyamoto.
Yeah, we haven't
previously
seen him in a
announced
while.
that I have
On it,
been
right?
working with
When was the last
Hollywood
time he was
movie
on a
studio
stream like this?
Illumination and its CEO.
Oh, is this
and
the Mario
producer,
movie?
Oh, it's the
Chris
movie,
Meledandri-san,
Oh, I
who are
really
known
want to
for
see this,
movies
what it
like
looks like. I'm
Despicable
very
Me
curious
and
about
Sing,
this.
You think
making
this
a
is the rest of
full-length
it?
Animated Mario movie.
It's like
for the big
here's
screen.
10 minutes of us talking about like how much we love
Today, I
Mario.
wanted to
I don't
announce
know, I
its
just wanna see a
theatrical release
teaser.
timing.
Yeah. I used the product for this
Ta-da!
announcement.
So next holiday.
The
okay.
movie will be released in theaters in holiday 2022. The release date for North America is on December 21st and will be announcing release dates for Japan, Europe, and other regions at a later timing. It'll be a while longer
You know, if he's
until we
here,
can share a glimpse of
like
Mario
talking
in
about it like
action on
this,
the big screen.
he must be pretty
But
happy
today,
with the movie.
I also
Yeah.
wanted to reveal
know?
our
Or
key
maybe
cast
they-
members
yeah, they
who will be
they-
voicing Mario
Whoa.
and his friends in the movie.
Charles Martinet?
First, of course,
What?
is Mario,
What?
What?
who will be played by Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
Okay.
What the
Mario
hell?
will
I
be talking
cannot
a
believe.
lot in the movie.
Wait, you have
Please
a
look forward
voice
to
that
Mario
you.
as performed by the very talented.
Why?
Next,
Okay.
Princess
Well, that's
Peach.
great.
and
I love her.
I
She's
guess
awesome.
at this point,
I can't wait to see a very
Chris
spirited.
we
Pratt
got
is
Danny
Mario.
DeVito as Waluigi.
I mean, I guess we had.
Mario's little brother.
Oh my
Luigi,
All right.
played by
Yes,
Charlie
this
Day.
I'll take that.
I'm
Yeah, I
excited for
guess.
you to see this timid sibling appear
Just
on
really
screen.
hoarse, you know.
Because if there's one thing I know about Charlie Day is he loves playing
Bowser will be
timid.
played by the one and only Jack Black.
Okay.
I'm
I don't.
expecting a
What is
monster
this? Is this gonna?
performance
This,
by Jack's
what is
son.
this movie? I'm kind of excited, but in a very different way now. Oh my god!
Playing Toad. I'm looking
I'm
forward
not
to
even.
great comedic moments.
This is crazy. All
Even
I
right.
am into this movie now for very
Donkey
different
Kong will also be making an appearance. He will be
What?
played
Oh
by
my
Seth
gosh.
Rogen.
What the hell? What
I'm eager
is
for you
this?
To see a humorous Donkey
Why?
Kong
I
by
don't
Seth's son.
understand.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
And of course, Charles Martinet.
Oh
who has
yeah,
voiced
what role could he
Mario and
possibly
many more
play?
Nintendo characters in our games over the years is also involved
Okay, he's
and will be
involved.
appearing in surprise
All right.
cameos in the movie.
I bet there's gonna be some nostalgia stuff now that I think about it. I think there's gonna be two
We
Marios.
also have more incredible
Cranky
talent
Kong's gonna
joining
be
the
in it?
film to
Damn
play
it.
some of our other beloved characters.
You know, Spike.
Gosh.
That is all I can share with you today about the Mario movie. This is a very
What
collaborative
a
project
unexpected
between Illumination
cast.
and
That
Nintendo.
is
Daniel Day-Lewis is
insane.
methoding it
Coming
up for
with all sorts of
Birdo.
ideas, and I myself am enjoying a creative
I mean, we got
process
Ryan
that
Reynolds
is a little
Pikachu.
bit
Why not
different
Chris
from
Pratt
making games.
Mario? I guess.
It may be a while until we
There's
can
a
share more
there,
updates, but I
yeah.
hope
There's
you
been
look
some
forward to
phone
it.
call where
Kirby
he's just
Town,
like,
back to you.
Ryan, I'm giving you the middle finger. How do you like that?
Please look forward to Mario's adventure
That
jumping
is, like,
into the world of
blows
motion
my
pictures.
mind.
That is wild.
Next, we'd like to show
This
you
is the clip that we're gonna pull of us reacting to that for social media and YouTube.
I'm like angry and excited at the same time. I've never felt this emotion.
I'm not
before.
mad. I'm not like it's
No,
they
like-
cast it wrong. I'm just like, what is that movie gonna look like and sound like?
Yeah. Like I had like a weird expectation for the movie, but now it's like I'm on board, but for like very different reasons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Splatoon
really.
3 is gonna hopefully get a release date, by the way.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Splatoon 3 will hopefully get a release date or something. I can't. I'm still so distracted by the Mario movie thing.
I mean, even like the who's Kevin Michael Richardson? Is that his name? As Kamek? That guy's got like the crazy deep, like he is Mr. Deep voice acting guy, right? Like, that is not
Yeah.
how I hear Kamek in my head. I am very curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that there's gonna be like an old Mario, new Mario thing where they go back or something. And that Martinet voices Mario from like a different dimension or some past thing or something.
That might be fun. A Spider-Verse approach to Mario.
Yeah.
Like it maintains that there is the standard Mario universe with Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
But there is this other one where Chris Pratt is Mario.
I could totally see it, yeah. This is all very cool, by the way. I feel like we're not giving this game the attention it deserves. I recently played through the Splatoon campaign for the first one. Really good game.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Marie and Callie Marie are back. This looks super cool. Honestly, this looks oddly inspired by Umaragi Generation in a weird way, even though I'm sure that inspiration is reversed. But this is really cool. It definitely seems like they're investing a little bit more in the narrative aspect.
Yeah, which I like. I'm not a big multiplayer guy, so yeah.
I have a copy of Splatoon 2 that I haven't played, but I will get around to playing it before this.
Mammalians.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I played both
Mammalian. I'm
games.
sure
I
it's
don't know what that
mammalians.
is. Oh, hello, sir.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab. I've been meticulously
I'm also
studying
in the
the
Mario movie.
mysterious squids that can transform into humanoid form. What you just saw was the latest research footage from Splatoon 3. Allow me to share a bit of what we know so far. Splatoon 3 takes place in Splatsville. It's known as the City of Chaos. Centered around Splatsville are the
City of
Splatlands, a place long inhabited
Chaos.
by
Of quote,
advanced
unquote,
sea creatures
chaos.
such as squids and octopuses. Buildings spanning several generations are crammed into the city, creating its distinctive culture. In
Yeah, I
the
do like the
Splatlands, turf war appears
art
to
direction
be a
for
popular
Splatoon a
activity.
lot.
Its basic rules are unchanged. 2 4-player teams compete against each other to ink the most area. However, The trend seems to have undergone a major shift, with the existence of new main and special weapons confirmed in the footage.
Machines and stuff.
In the latter portion of the footage, we were able to observe activities from Story Mode, the single-player campaign.
This whole conceit of like scientists are peeking in on the universe of Splatoon is so weird.
The reappearance of mammals
I'm into it.
appears to be the theme of Story Mode this time around. What could this possibly mean in a world where all mammals, except for 2 cats, have vanished?
Never thought about that. Never thought about the fact that there's 2 cats in that universe and no other mammals.
A lot to uncover.
Well, that's what the scientists
We'll
are doing the
continue
research,
with
so you
our
don't have
research
to.
and keep you updated once more results become available. Please look forward to more.
I didn't know the research
Splatoon
could be
3.
so cool. This guy's really cool, by the way. He's got Converse on. He's got sunglasses.
Duke Faison in the chat
Updates
says
to
he looks
come.
like a Rhythm Tengoku, a Rhythm Heaven
See you
character. I agree.
So, what did you
I don't
think?
care for that man's buffoonery.
Splatoon 3, taking place in a new world, is scheduled to release in 2022.
Not surprising.
There's 725,000
to future
people watching
updates.
this right now, by the way.
Okay, this is the last trailer we have to show you
200
today.
with us, Suriel.
Please
Isn't that fun?
take a look.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we'll work our way up there.
Is this Bayonetta? Platinum?
Looks
right there in
like
the
it.
top right?
Not actual gameplay footage, though. Tokyo Jungle 2. Doesn't look like it so far.
What was the,
This has got to be big, right? Like, I can't imagine. It don't look like Bayonetta.
what was that game from the Ninja Gaiden Dead or Alive creator, Itagaki?
Oh,
That was
Devil's
on
Third?
Wii. Yeah, Devil's Third, coming to Switch.
Yeah.
That wasn't a Platinum game, though, was it?
We saved the best for last. Devil's Third. What is this?
So stop shooting.
Man, I can't tell if this is a new thing or if this is like some property I should have recognized by now.
I'm trying to remember, because Platinum is, they've said what they're working on, right? Like, even if like 2 of the projects are unannounced, right? It's like, they said what's new IP and what's not and stuff like that.
No. Is it Bayonetta? Hey, I'm still, yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait.
Is that cleared up for you?
Astral Chain 2. This is Astral Chain 2.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. That dog I recognize. I'll play that.
Oh!
Oh, no!
Psych.
I totally thought it was Astral Chain 2, but it is Platinum. But it is Bayonetta 3. I don't know why I feel like I saw that dog in Astral Chain.
I mean, you might have. Maybe it was just to throw you off.
Oh. Okay, so that hairstyle, that's Cerace's hairstyle from the first 2 games. I wonder if there's some lore thing, or if that's just like, here's our 3rd cool hairstyle.
So they're saying this isn't gameplay?
Not actual game. I think the cutscene was not actual gameplay
okay.
footage. I imagine. I don't know what this is. Do you think they ever released it, or this is just like a guys? We're still working on it trailer.
Do. I bet they will, cause like.
Do you think
they've
this
been
is
working on it for a
January
long time?
2022?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was this year.
January?
Call it now.
Because do they have a? Oh no, they have a Pokemon game in it. I would say this is March. If they're gonna do the surprise thing, I would say March.
They have been keeping it one a month, right? Kind of their cadence
one
lately.
major release a month. Although I don't know what they have for February, so it could also be February. 'Cause I know Pokemon is January, so.
Oh, that's cool. They called in their own kaiju.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's just like, I'm already like foreseeing me being frustrated at some of these encounters. Like, not for any bad reason, but it's like there's always difficulty spikes in Bayonetta games that are just like, yeah, screw that thing. I hate that guy. That guy sucks. So I'm always bracing for like which one of these is the real MFer that's gonna piss me off. But I'm excited to play Bayonetta. Cool logo.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a date.
The hairstyle.
Oh, that's cool.
Kyle, you're married. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. Not a lot of story stuff. It just seems like no date though. But unless they
2022.
Yeah, 2022. Oh no! 2021 right now. Is that Shulk? Is that? Oh, that looked like.
What you just saw was the latest trailer for Bayonetta 3.
So that someone
we announced this game in 2017,
that was from Astral Chain,
and we thank you for your patience.
That was from Astral Chain. Okay, I'm not.
Drew Waranis says Lappy, Astral Chain's mascot.
Right. Okay, that's. So I wasn't off base by. Okay.
That's all for today.
That's just a fun reference. But it was a mixed feeling there because it's like once I saw the angel up close, I was like, you know what, that does look like Bayonetta, and then I saw the dog, and it's like that's clearly Astral Chain.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's it. I think that's truly it. I don't think there's a one more thing. They ended with Bayonetta 3, which is good call.
That's cool. Surprised it doesn't have a more specific release. I really would have thought they would have nailed it down by now, but I guess COVID is it's just thrown any precedent for like we have to have a release date ahead of time. But
yeah,
I would imagine that's first half of the year. But
so Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean the big surprise for me was N64 games is fun. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And Genesis as well. I really, for a moment, I got a little ahead of myself and thought maybe this was a port of the 3DS game. But then I saw Link and I was like, nah, he's too low res. But absolutely would love to have those games on my Switch.
I feel like Mario 64 I've been through recently. I could play through Ocarina of Time again. I feel like I have multiple copies of that game, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. But Sin and Punishment is definitely the one that I want to play most.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things,
I've never played it.
That like we all are always like, oh, why aren't these games on Switch? And like I don't play them a ton, right? I got excited when Donkey Kong Country 3 came out, and it's like I played the first couple levels and that was enough for me. But it's like that. Suriel, it just makes me like
vindicated. Like it's just okay.
The fact that those games exist somewhere and can be played without having to like, steal them with ROMs or like break out an N64, it just makes me feel good and secure.
I will use this to say that like Wii U's are not super expensive on eBay yet, and they have a bunch of games on there. I have played. I might have played my Wii U more than my PS5 this year because of how many games I played on the thing. The Virtual Console is incredible there still, and you should buy some of those games if you have a Wii U because I think they're going to stop taking credit card payments. I think you're going to have to use prepaid cards starting next year. So
it's funny that you mentioned because I had mine because I was playing Golden Sun on it a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, Virtual Console, and I played like an hour of F-Zero X. It's like
and it's like if you want, I don't know how much that collection is going to be, but they have Aria of Sorrow, and I think one other Castlevania game on there now. So if you just want to play that game for $8,
well, no, sir, you just wait like a few hours. It's going to be on Switch. So
I don't know, but I don't know for how much. Like if I just want to play Aria of Sorrow, maybe I just pay $8 instead of paying $40 to have it on Switch. But yeah, overall pretty good. I was expecting more announcements. I don't know. I guess I wasn't really expecting more Zelda stuff, but
no, I was not. No,
they hit Splatoon. They didn't give us a date. Bayonetta 3. Finally, that game resurfacing is really cool. No Metroid Prime 4 still, but I'm guessing they're going to wait until Metroid Dread
why
is
would
out
they
to
bother
do
talking about it until Dread is gone and done and out?
Yeah,
for sure.
So I'm not surprised about that. But yeah, the expansion of the online stuff I think has been rumored for a while. But I'm glad I'm very curious to see what the price breakdown is for that. But yeah, pretty solid one. No, I don't think it's as good as the last one. But
that one had Breath of the Wild 2, right? I mean, this had Charlie Day as Luigi, but
it's not Charlie.
That's the biggest takeaway for me.
That is the biggest surprise. I guess in retrospect, I should have seen something like this coming. Of like, they're not gonna just like pay Martinet a bajillion dollars to play every role. They're gonna get named actors so people go see this thing. But it's like, I don't know. There is something about it that, like, coming to this realization that they were going to have to cast. That at some point they're like, we have to cast Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Is like, it kind of puts that movie in perspective in a way. It kind of like crystallizes the idea of that movie in a way that I guess I hadn't really thought about before.
I almost like in my head I was like it would just be like a Mario Odyssey cutscene, right, for like 90 minutes. But now it's like, nope, that is not what that movie's gonna be, But,
yeah, they also had the final Smash character is going to be announced soon, which is cool. But I almost feel like they should. I don't think they're going to do this, but I would love for them to do like a Oswald the Lucky Rabbit thing and just pull some obscure thing as like the finale character. Like here's some random obscure character from.
I would love that.
That is, or like I honestly think it would be cool if they just had another Mario in there and that was like a totally different move set from like his history of like here's Hammer Bros Mario, here's Mario Bros Mario, and just like went for a more retro moveset just to celebrate his history a little bit more.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. More obscure the better. I would love to have to Google who this character is the moment they announce it.
Yeah.
You know?
Or if they just called him like Jumpman or something.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, Jumpman.
And he had like the reversed color scheme or whatever from Donkey Kong.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, Suriel, thanks for tuning in with me. And for everyone that's watching, continuing to watch, so sorry about the technical issues right at the beginning. I'm sorry we came in late. But we figured it out. Hanson wanted to take the day off, and then they announced the stream, so I did my best, and we got it going. So thanks for tuning in. And just a reminder, we have the Metroid Dread Deepest Dive coming up. And, of course, you can always watch the MinnMax show every week, every Thursday. And check out our Patreon. You might find something on there you like. If you become a Patreon supporter, you can get all of our content in podcast form, which I think is a cool bonus where you can just listen to it from your favorite podcast distributor instead of having to pull up YouTube. It's nice. So,
what's your favorite podcast distributor, Kyle?
I don't know, Apple Podcasts. I should switch to something different, but that's just what I use.
Yeah, I use Podcast Addict, and it kind of pisses me off sometimes. It crashes all the time.
Well, we
that's
both need to pick
one.
Different ones, so that's something that we should do.
I pine for the days of Overcast, Kyle. You don't know how good you have it on iOS. Anyway,
thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. And let's all get online and share our fanfics for what we think the Mario animated movie is going to be now. I guess it's going to be like the Lego Movie crossed with Despicable Me or something. I don't know, but
my day is effectively over. I'm going to be thinking about that for the rest of the day.
I know. Well, now, all right, let's leave with this question: will Chris Pratt do an Italian accent, an offensive Italian accent? I don't think he will.
More offensive, Chris. More offensive.
I want the people who are working here to leave. They're so upset. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, and Suriel, thanks for showing up. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.